because I've always just been interested in doing ASMR, and I love Honkai, so why not put the two together? So I'm actually doing a voiceover. So I wanted to do a standard pool with everybody, and unfortunately it was a 3-star Lycone. But I wanted to go over my characters and just my characters in general, not their builds, because a lot of them are pretty botched. But I do have quite a few, so I wanted to go over them. And with my first one, I have Fugue, and she's actually supposed to be on before a tutorial mission or something like that. And I have her built pretty well, if I do say so myself. She's at a 152 speed, and I think she has at least 215 break effect. Yes, 215 indeed. She is running her best in slot everything besides Lycone, of course. She's E0S0. Let's not talk about the traces. That'll be a common theme for my characters, is their traces. My Trippy is pretty cracked, if I do say so myself. She's actually over-critting for crit rate, I think. But of course we have her with negative speed, but we have her energy regen rope on. And I know you'll see that crit rate and crit damage ratio. We do have her S1. She is actually, yeah, her traces are pretty good. I always get a little bit like, oh, that her traces aren't good, but they are. And next we have my Ranmei. So this is one of the first few supports I got in the game. And I do have my Ranmei E1S1. So she's pretty good. I have her on a 2-piece, break effect and speed, of course. And then I have a Kingsha with that 215 break effect. With her signature Lycone, of course. It was just too good to pass up. Her traces are pretty good, as well as her relics. Best in slot everything. Now, Topaz is actually sharing relics with a few people, so that's why her crit rate and crit damage ratio aren't the best, but we will be working on that soon. She's running a free-to-play Lycone, because I don't have her signature. I am also working on that, but that should come in the future. And I'm actually spread quite thin when I pull Topaz, or I was spread quite thin when I pulled Topaz, so her traces aren't the best, but I do make do with what I have. She's still running her best in slot relics, but just not the ones that I prefer. So my Topaz is pretty good, but it's not the best. Let's move on to my Thirda. So I don't have the right relics on her when I was recording this, and you're actually gonna watch me go back and put the right relics on. But I do have her S1. Her traces are pretty up there, and I am running her best in slot relics. And as you can see, I don't have the right relic on her. But that's because a lot of my characters do share relics, and I just like building fun teams sometimes, so I'll swap relics every now and then with characters. Just to fool around. I don't have a lot to do in the game right now, so that's what I do for fun. And with her relics back, she does have a pretty good crit rate, crit damage ratio, and I do use Sunday because she is quite slow. But with her E1 and then my Trippy and Jade, she does get her ultimate quite frequently. And I think that's about it for my Thirda. She's actually my carry right now. And then my Jade, and in my opinion, I do have a very cracked Jade. I know a lot of people didn't pull for Jade because they knew an Axa was coming out. But I actually did pull for Jade. I think she's exquisite. I have her at E0S1, and she does so much damage. Her attack frequency with Trippy is quite insane. I don't have her on Quantum Set, unfortunately, but I will be working on that soon. And yeah, I just think Jade is overall a great carry and sub DPS. So Rappa, I love my Rappa. I think Rappa is a great break DPS. I think she's the best break DPS. That's just a personal opinion as somebody who has other break DPSs. But unfortunately, I do feel like this meta just really isn't a break-centered meta. It's quite sad. And moving on to my Sunday, who is not speed-tuned, to my Herda, because I was building a gag team with Qingliu, but I could fix that obviously. But my Sunday is E0S0. He is running Brunya's Light Cone, but when Finan reruns, I will be getting his S1, and I am very excited. Now my Aventurine is somebody who I took pride in building. I think I have a great Aventurine. He is 1 speed below the threshold breakpoint for 2 turns, but I have a relic that will fix that. I just pulled it recently. I just haven't put it on him or leveled it up yet, but I do have him built as a sub DPS since he is in a team with Fei Xiao and Robin and Topaz. I do have Fei Xiao's premium team. I don't really use him at Ghost, so I don't want to focus too much on characters I don't use. So let's move on to my Bobbin. Now my Bobbin is E1S1, I do believe. I pulled her Lycone on her last rerun. I really do love her Lycone. I think it's so pretty. And there is that E1 right there. And I forgot to mention that I do also have my Trippy at E1. My Trippy is E1S1. I forgot to mention that, my bad. But let's go back to my Robin. Or let's move on to our Genti actually. He is one of the first few DPSs I pulled for with his S1 as well. His signature. I was very sad because he was not a long-lived DPS on my team, since I didn't have his best installed supports at the time. But I do think he's great for pure fiction. Next we have a Firefly. My Queen Firefly, the Fallen. You have fell. Anyways, she's just not very good anymore, especially at E0. I do think E2 makes her worthwhile, and I do think E2 makes her a little bit crazy, and I would love to have E2. I do have Chow Cho. I pulled Chow Cho on his rerun. I do not use this man for anyone. I do not think I have any team that would suit him. I just thought he was kind of cute and sexy, so I pulled him. That's pretty much it. Oh, Kalis, my love. Kalis, my love. You are my goat. Especially Remembrance and HMC Trailblazer. They are just so good. I have him running hard as Lycon. And his traces are pretty up there, as well as his relics are pretty cracked as well. Qingliu. Oh, the Fallen from Grace you have had too. She's actually my first limited 5-star DPS I have ever pulled. She's the reason why I started playing Honkai again. And I love her. Hyacinth is somebody, or is my last recent pull. I do have my Hyacinth with E0S1. She's so cracked. She's so cracked. It's stupid the amount of damage that she can dish out for a healer, that is. It's just incredibly insane. I love you, Hyacinth, thank you. And my Fei Xiao is pretty good. I think Fei Xiao is just one of those characters that are just absolutely cracked no matter what. Even in this AoE meta, she's still like amazing. She just can't be beat. My traces are pretty bad on her though, so ignore that, but she has some pretty good relics, and honestly love Fei Xiao. My Wei was somebody I used very often. I loved Wei. She was thoroughly used before I got better, or not even better, before I got other healers. I think she's still a great choice. My Castress is also a new addition to my team. I do have my Castress at E0S1. I think like she's absolutely cracked. I am so amazed by the amount of damage that casters can dish out. It's actually insane. I'm running all her best relics, best everything. I love you, Castress. And Fushuan is another preservation character I got when I first started the game. I really thought I would use her more, but I don't. I didn't even use her that much when I got her. I do regret getting her on her rerun, which was with Boudel. And I think that pretty much sums up all of my 5-star characters that I have in queues. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see any more videos from me, just comment what you'd want to see. Like the video if you liked it. I really do enjoy making Honkai related videos. I love Honkai Star Rail. I love ASMR, so making these videos are honestly just so much fun to me, and showing off my characters and what they can do is just also so much fun to me. I'm very much addicted to this game. I think this game is amazing. And I just want to flex real quick. If you ever want to add me, I have my UID in the corner. These are my support characters that I have up on Honkai. And I did 0 cycle MOC. I cleared Pure Fiction with 80,000 points. And I'm not too good at Apocalyptic Shadow, but I did do my best. I'm a bit of a tryhard. I'm not sure if you can tell, but I do love this game with every fiber of my being.